Hello, good afternoon. Hi, I am Alessandra Bagnato from Softeam, Post Group, and I'm very happy to be here today to present you a joint work with the University Politècnica de Catalunya and Softeam, of course, my company, that has been carried out in the context of an Horizon 2020 project called QRapids, the Quality Feedback Loop, data-driven feedback loop into manage quality in Agile development. We are very happy with my colleague Lidia, López, Antonin, Ahbervé, Xavier, Franch to be here today at the Software Engineering in Society track within the International Conference of Software Engineering to present to you this work. In this presentation, we are going to explain the motivation for our study, our research goal, the definition of the quality feedback loop to achieve this goal, and in order to evaluate the quality feedback loop, we are going to show to you how we integrated it within the Modello use cases. The motivation was, of course, to reach better quality requirement. That is very, very important for software system development. So the quality requirements were to be described as desired software qualities playing an important role for the success of software product. We had to deal with agile software development, where fast delivery of functionalities is to be considered high quality software, but limited availability to handle quality requirement and a high amount of development data. In this context, we were also considering the software analytics, the quality control to quality measurement, and the support that we need to give to decision makers in the quality requirement management process. Our research goal throughout this experience was to explore the benefit of integrating software analytics tool to assess software quality and support quality requirement management process. In this context, the lack of quality requirement management and produced data in agile development was what really brought us forward for this objective. We defined the quality feedback loop that we can see in this slide. This quality feedback loop is consisting of three-phased cycles. Those cycles should be integrated in the organization software development process to improve their work. The first quality requirement elicitation phase gives us the possibility to identify the quality requirement. The second phase is the quality planning, the quality requirement planning. In that phase, the identified quality requirement need to be included in the product backlog as quality issues. And the product backlog is, of course, to be contextualized to the context of each one of the case study. These quality issues will be operationalized into development tasks when they will be included in this backlog. As a third phase, we have the quality requirement feedback monitoring. Once the development has been started, the quality will be monitored through software analytics tool in order to assess this progress. The last phase, that is the monitoring, is closing the loop because the quality monitoring can arise new quality requirements. We implemented this concept within the Modello tool suite. Modello is a product that is developed within the Softeam software business unit within Softeam, within other products like ECTs and privacies. The Modello tool suite is a modeling tool supporting and integrating all the latest major modeling and methodology standards. In this case study, we concentrate on a single long-time software product line, multiple product versions managed in parallel processes, a small team, resulting in significant need for quality automation. In this use case, you can see the usage of the QRapids software analytics tool. QRapids was developed in the context of the QRapid European project and allow the definition and visualization of quality requirement, quality-related indicators that are used to control the product and process quality. In here, you can see the Modello development process, which includes three very important phases: the specification, the development, the release, and of course, the process adaptation. You can see here the quality feedback loop implementation. We are going to see how the quality feedback loop has been integrated into the Modello software development, including the software tool used already by the team. We have the quality elicitation, quality requirement elicitation. The elicited quality requirements are documented by the Modello team using the open process tool. The quality planning is then performed in the plan features activity, and the selected quality issues are operationalized into development tasks and are developed by the team like all the other product features. Then we have the feedback monitoring. During the implementation activity, in fact, the QRapid use the data produced by the development tools. As you see here, Mantis, SonarQube, Open Project, and all the others. In the sprints evaluation activity, QRapids may suggest new quality requirements. In the final development phase, then, when the new features are integrated and validated, the QRapid is used for assessing the product quality and suggest new quality requirements. We have then the Modello process adaptation. The quality assessment result can be used to tune the development process and to tune the indicator used by the tool. The QRapid tool uses the quality-related indicator assessment to suggest the quality requirement and a particular quality requirement pattern catalog. In this example, the QRapid tool can see that some issues are there for the code quality. As you can see, the assessment is indicating the red zone. In this situation, the tool uses the quality requirement pattern associated to complexity to suggest a new quality requirement that is to be included in the open project as a quality issues. If the quality requirement is added as a quality issues in the backlog, is up to the project manager to accept it or to decline it explicitly. That acceptance or not of the quality requirement is then to be traced by QRapids to be able to give much more feedback. You can see in the screen our open project tool and the quality requirements that are exported to this backlog. And in this tool, you see that the integrated quality feedback loop has been studied from May to December 2019. In this period, 4 out of 7 suggested quality requirements were accepted by the project manager. For example, on the last row of this picture, you can see that there is a quality requirement that was rejected by the project manager. And we can see also that we have an example of one quality requirement that has been operationalized into one development task that was already finished, and that we have still 2 quality requirements that are already ongoing. We have 57% of accepted quality requirements. This information is, of course, very important, and we have to control this quality feedback loop. We have implemented 2 indicators that have been integrated in the quality requirement tool. This indicator main goal is to measure the process efficiency. Are the suggested quality requirements are acceptable for the project manager? Are those suggestions derived to be concrete development tasks? If the answer is no, of course, the quality requirement pattern catalog should be revised, and we might also revise some indicators. In this case, we can see the experience result. So the technical roles, the challenges that we have were the following. The technical roles for configuring data gathering components were very important. The team members had to adopt a new process and tool, which is also a very key challenge. And of course, the last one, the people trusting tool result, which is also to be considered in many other contexts. The lesson learned were the integration to team known tool as open project was very important. The final decision to be taken by the project manager was quite key for the acceptance of the tool, and of course, the great enthusiasm in the organization to promote this quality and the enthusiasm that we had for quality engineering and project managers was quite interesting and nice, and the knowledge sharing. With this, I conclude the paper. We managed to cover the quality requirement management life cycle. Then we managed to allow quality management process automatization and the quality requirement resolution project monitoring through our quality feedback loop indicator. With this, I conclude my paper, and I wish to thank you with all my colleagues from University of Catalonia and Softeam, and I wish you to follow up nicely the rest of the conference. Thank you very much to all of us.
Hello, welcome everybody. Welcome to the backstage party, which is now the front stage. Haha.
Hello.
I think that's the main surprising thing about this conference. Thank you for your applause. We appreciate it. Now, as we've already been chatting in the backstage for quite a bit, what are your questions about the paper? Because right now is your chance to ask them, and I haven't seen anything come in the chat yet. Otherwise, I'm going to grill the authors all by myself, which I have no trouble doing. All right. I assume people are furiously typing right now, but maybe let's start with, could you give me an update? Like, it's been 9 months since you submitted that paper, and knowing both of you, I know you're always doing a lot of things. So what has happened in the last 9 months in addition to what you presented in this paper?
I will start. On our side, we were really happy to work on this paper and to collaborate, and we consider as a possibility and hope to go further in this research for the future. We had some trouble during this COVID pandemic with our server, so it is now shut down, unfortunately. But we believe that is very valuable, and even with all this COVID situation that also see us here, not in beautiful Madrid, and it will be improving soon.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Xavier, anything to add there?
Yes, well, in fact, in addition to the collaboration with Softeam, with Alessandra and her team, we also had some more collaborations in the same vein, and especially we have extended a bit the approach and the tool for a DevOps context, so that we have now more metrics, more indicators, and this could be a good future work if at the end we manage, as Alessandra said, to overcome the current situation.
Yeah. Good. Beautiful. And we do have 2 questions that came in the chat. The first one is from Colin. I may have missed it, but how do you automatically generate the QRs?
That is more for you, maybe.
Yes, I can take this one. Well, in fact, it is not automatically. We have an alert system so that we define some thresholds. When these thresholds are violated, then an alert is raised. And with this alert, we can search in a catalog of requirement patterns, candidate patterns that are presented to the requirements engineer. The requirements engineer have some techniques like what if scenarios and so, like to predict the impact of the requirement on the different indicators. And then it is the requirements engineer who selects what requirement could be applied. And then there is a process of customization of the requirement, and it can go to the backlog using one connector that has been built by this particular experience. And we have several connectors for other issue trackers and similar type of tools.
Okay, thank you. And then we have another question by Peggy. Thanks for the talk. I'm curious if you can talk a little more about the design of the dashboards they use to communicate the metrics. Who accessed those dashboards? Sorry if it was covered at Step Out for a couple of minutes.
So, Alessandra, maybe I can answer the first part and you can answer the second, because the first is more, let's say, neutral, let's say. For the design of the dashboards, we were inspired by several existing tools, and this research was done in the context of a European research project, and we had 4 companies participating. Softeam was one of them, and we had 3 others, and we used the feedback from these stakeholders from companies to more or less along 3 years' time, to configure the dashboard to their needs. In fact, what happened at the end is that we may have slightly different presentations in every different company. So this is the generic answer, and maybe for the stakeholders that access the dashboard, then Alessandra can inform about the Softeam case.
Perfect.
I also wanted to share with you the website of our nice co-rapid projects. And there you could find a lot of information about the approach. And if you are also interested in going a bit more deeper on what we did in the project, you can also dare to check our GitHub. So,
hi,